The Guyana Civil Aviation Authority on Monday issued a number of rigid public health guidelines and regulations to airlines, ground handlers, and airport authorities ahead of the reopening of airports in August. The regulations include fines of $50,000 for refusal to wear masks and $500,000 if passengers breach other rules. According to the regulations seen by the newsroom, if a person acts out in a manner which endangers an aircraft or any person therein, commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of $3 million and to imprisonment for 5 years. Some persons have commented that the fines are harsh, but Director General of the Authority Egbert Field told the newsroom that they are necessary to ensure safety.
I consider them life-saving because unless you set measures which are firm and which people will respect, individuals will continue to behave in a way unbecoming of the measures that should be in place. The fact that right now, even though there is a curfew, you see people wandering all around after curfew and not sticking to the curfew time. I strongly believe it's because the penalties are not exacted from individuals when they behave in that manner. We've got to remember that this is a life-threatening disease or virus, and we have got to be firm when we put things in place and they are not adhered to.
There are other fines included in the regulations, such as a $1 million fine for interfering with the discharge of a crew member's functions or using threatening words. Those fines are accompanied by 2 and 3 years imprisonment, respectively. Field told the newsroom that the airports will reopen to limited flights from August 28, but even in this case, there will be no commercial flights. Airlines, he said, have not yet applied to recommence flights as they await a possible decrease in COVID-19 cases in their destinations.
We are not open to limited flights as yet until August the 28th, I think the 28th of August, going on to August month, and I can't remember the exact date. Then we will be opening to foreigners, foreign workers, and diplomats. Right now, we do not have scheduled for any airlines. So if even we open, you would not have scheduled operations going on, because no airline has applied to conduct scheduled operations as yet. I guess they are looking at the environment to see how the graph curves, if it plateaus or if it climbs sharply, meaning the rate of infection within the countries.
A system will remain in place where all passengers will be required to present a negative result from a PCR COVID-19 test taken 7 days prior to travel, except children under 12 years old accompanied by an adult who tested negative. According to the regulations, if any passenger presents a false negative test, they will be fined $250,000. The extended regulations also take into consideration cleaning of airport facilities and aircraft, crowds at airports, security, dealing with suspected COVID-19 cases on a flight, and other protocols. Operators can also be fined up to $500,000 upon summary conviction for negligence and non-compliance if aircraft are not cleaned properly. Meanwhile, flights will be scheduled so as to avoid overcrowding at the airports. Bibi Kotun, Newsroom.